So welcome today. We will be talking about conditional formatting, and we will cover how to do conditional formatting, what's the work. By the end of the session, you'll have known how to do conditional formatting as we go on, right? So welcome. So for us to do conditional formatting, first of all, we've already looked at formatting. We looked at number formatting, where we talked about the different number formats that are available on our Excel. Okay. The number formats are found when you click on Control 1, or when you come to this place, you'll be able to see the number formats that are available. And as we said yesterday, or even in other times, that number formats do not change the content. They only change how the content appears. Okay. So you format them according to what you're looking for. Maybe if it's a date type, you format it to look as a date. If it's a scientific, zip code, currency, accounting, all options are there. Click on that dialog box launcher. Yes, so you have all these number formats that are available to you, right? Now, today we look at an advanced formatting where we are able to format based on a condition. So with conditional formatting, that is found on the home tab under the styles group, yeah, we can analyze, we can read patterns, we can tell about trends, and we're able to get ranking based on the formatting that we have prescribed. Okay, all right. So that is what you're going to look at. The first thing I want us to do, click OK. Click OK. So the first thing I want us to do, I want you to copy. I want you to have just between C and D. I want you to have another column in between. Yes, no. Okay. Yes. So normally Excel will have a bias for the left side. So if you want a column between E and F, you will have to highlight F. Well, let's put another column there. Yes. All right. So we have that one, and that one. So what I want us to do, I want you to highlight C3 to C21. C3 to C21. Then I want you to bring your cursor to the edge, not that one. We'll come back to that, to the edge. Yes, that one. Right click and move it to D3. Right click, right, don't left, right. Then drag it to D. Yes. No, you've not right clicked, you've left clicked. Yes, right click. Yes, then copy here. Thank you. Do the same for Speedy Express. So you are highlighting. I want us to copy very fast. Then the same for United Package. Awesome. Thank you. So, so what we are going to look at is, right, what you're going to look at is the different conditional formatting that are available. The first way to get to conditional formatting is very easy. You highlight the range that you are interested in, and you use the quick analysis tool. Okay, so when you're here, come to the edge. I want you to use to see, yes, that one. Click on it, the quick analysis tool. So once you get to the quick analysis tool, you have all those options. If it is numbers, there are conditional formatting that are available for numbers, which are different from text. We'll see that in a few. At the very first, at the very far right, we are seeing we have data bars. You get preview of what you're seeing. Data bars, color sets, color scales, icon sets. Click on icon, hover your mouse on icon sets. Then you have greater than, top 10. Then you have the option of clearing rules. Okay, that is very easy. Quickly, you are able to tell. I want you to click on top 10. Yes. So for the top 10%, it is only this figure from Germany that is under the top 10. So just like that, you're able to, one, uh, provide insights, and also manipulate your data so that you can see patterns and trends. Okay. All right. So I want you to highlight from B4 to B21. B4 to B21. B4 to B21. So as I've said, using the quick analysis toolbar, based on the kind of data that you have, whether it is text or number, the conditional formatting will change. Okay, click on the quick analysis tool. Now you see the options are not the same. We have texts, we have duplicates, we have unique, we have equal to, and you have the option of clearing. Okay, so I want you to, since we do not have any duplicates and the uniques are only one, click on text that contain, the first one. Okay, so text that contain, delete Argentina, just type in A only. A only. Yes, and click OK. Yes. So every text that has A, as you have highlighted it. So that is using the quick analysis toolbar. Now, once I want you to click on the quick analysis, then clear all the formatting that you've just done. Do the same for the other side. Highlight everything. All right. So the quick analysis give you the most common commands that are available. But for for a more robust conditional formatting options, you go to the home tab under the styles group. Click on the styles group, then click on conditional formatting. So with conditional formatting, there are several ways of formatting your cells. Click on new rule. New rule. Yeah. So we have 6 options of formatting. The first one is format all cells based on their values. Based on the values that are in a cell, you format them. Okay. The other one is format only cells that contain. If a cell contains a particular item of interest, you format it. Then you have the format only top or bottom ranked values. So based on that, we already looked at top 10%, and one value was highlighted. That is what it will do. Then format only values that are above or below average. We have spoken before that once you highlight a particular range, using the status bar, you can do quick analysis or you can provide quick insights. Okay, then we have format only unique or duplicate values. Then the last one is use a formula to determine which cells to format. Okay, so we look at all of these 6 formatting options that we can use. I want you to click on cancel. Then the first thing that you always need to do is the item that you are interested in, or the range that you're interested in formatting, you highlight it. For our case, we will start with highlight cell rules, where we will use B. This is B, sorry, not B, from C4 to C21. Okay, highlight it, highlight that range. Now, based on that range, I want you to click on conditional formatting, then click on highlight cell rules. So highlight cell rules, this is cells that contain. Okay, so you can highlight cells either greater than a particular number, less than, between, text that contain, etc. For our case, I want, if you notice here at the bottom, using the status bar, you can see that the average is 420, 320. That is the average. So let's do this. Click on greater than the average, greater than 320. So type in here at 320. Then just before you click OK, you have this option where this is the default formatting. So you can change it. So click on green fill, then OK. So for the cells that are above the average, they have been highlighted as shown on your screen. Okay. Yeah, so those are above average. All right. Let's look at something else. Highlight the same range. Highlight conditional formatting. Highlight cell rules. Okay. Then you have less than. Click on less than. Okay. So you can say less than 100. Less than 100 to be red. Let them just be as they are, red. So ideally, with this, you are able to tell, now these are the cells, these are the particular, in terms of federal shipping, these are the countries that are below what is expected. Our cap was 100, and we're seeing Argentina did not perform, nor Norway, Poland, or Spain. Okay? Yes. So that is the highlight cell rules. Based on what you're looking at, it could be greater than, between, a text that contains, etc. Okay. So you come there, you're able to format. Now I want us to look at top bottom rules. Highlight D4 to D21. Click on conditional formatting. Okay. So for conditional formatting, and the top bottom rules, you have the top 10 items and the top 10%. You have also the bottom 10 and bottom 10%, above or below average. Now for our case, I want us to look at the top 10 items. Click on top 10 items. Then you can adjust that to the top 3. If you are given an award, okay, just, yeah, 3. Then since these are the top 3, you can change that fill color. Click on the fill color. Yes, I want you to click on custom format. So custom format. So if the options that are there do not please you, you have a litany of colors that you can use as fill. So click on fill there. Yes, then choose a color of your preference. Okay, then click OK. Then OK. So the top three countries are Germany in terms of federal shipping, Germany, Canada, and Austria. Okay, so you can also have the top or the bottom 2% or the bottom 1%, etc. So highlight the same range. So just so you know, you can have rules, okay, or criteria on the same range or different rules on the same range. Okay, like this is the same range that you are using for the top 10 items. I want us to look at the bottom 10%. So I want you to change it to bottom 1% instead of 10. Yes, you can click or you can just type. Then for the bottom 1%, you use that red. Red, it's okay. The way it is, it's well. So the bottom 1% is Argentina. All right. Awesome. So that is it. That is it in terms of the top 10 rules. You can also look at above average, below average, and at the top bottom rules. Now we're going to look at highlight column where you are, E4 to E21. Then we're going to look at color scales. Click on conditional formatting. Right. So in terms of color scales tell you how each, based on your highlighted range, how are the values performing. I'm sure we made color scales when you were doing geography in primary, where you are seeing in Sahara Desert, there's a very yellow area, while in areas in what's it called? Amazon, it is very green. Okay, so color scales are used, they're the basis of heat maps. Okay, so under color scales, you apply a gradient to a range of cells. Now we have 2 color scales and 3 color scales. The one that you're seeing on top are 3 color scales, where you have 3 colors, like where Mark has clicked on, we have green, yellow, red. So the green one is the topmost, while the red one is the bottommost. Okay, like values like 13, 16, 12, those are in red. Okay, you have another color scale. You can look at, you can over to the next one. No, not that one. Yes, so this is green, white. So the green one is the highest, while the last one is red. Okay, yes. So the good thing with Excel, it gives you a preview. Okay, now like this one, the more you approach red, the higher your values become. While the more you approach green, the lower the values become. Then those that are in the middle are whitish. Okay, so that is how this is operating. Now when you look at 2 color scales, I want you to click on the 7th one, the 7th option. Yeah, there. So 2 color scales, like this is white, red, where white is the highest while red is the lowest. Okay. Then the same for the rest. So when there are 2 color scales, the first one that you see, if it's white to red, it means the first one is the highest while the last one is the lowest. That is what these do. So I want you to click for the one that took the colors of Roots Party or Wajakoya. Yeah, that one. Awesome. So with this, you are able to tell, you are able to really tell who is doing what and how they are actually performing. I want you to highlight the other range. This one, yes, highlight it. Then use the two color scales. Yes, that's okay. Okay. So that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. The other thing that you're going to look at is what we call data bars. Data bars. So data bars, ideally, based on the range that you have provided, the values will compare themselves one to another by default. So highlight G. Okay. Go to conditional formatting. Then we have data bars. So we have the gradient fill that is not that strong in terms of how the color is. And also we have the solid fill. Okay. So you can see how the gradient fill is looking and how the solid fill are looking. So for our case, I want you for G, use a gradient fill. Then for H, use a a solid fill. Yeah, right. So the first thing for you to do formatting, you highlight the range that you're interested in. Then based on that, you use the form, or you prescribe the formatting that you would like to see. Okay. So we have that. Nice, 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 nice. All right. So let's look at how to adjust this. Now, in a data bar, probably, if you notice, the highest value, this is 1339, has a full filled cell. But there are situations where you have a target, like the target maybe is 2000 or 1500, and you're comparing each value against that target. So highlight G4 to G21. Then under conditional formatting, click on manage rules. So once you're there, you have this conditional formatting rules manager. With this conditional formatting rules manager, you can make some few adjustments. One, before you make any adjustment, you can come up with a new rule. You can come up with a new rule. Do not click on it. You can edit a rule. You can delete a rule. You can duplicate a rule. Okay. Then also you can choose where these rules apply. If you need to change them, you can change them from that point. Okay. Now I want you to click on edit rule. Yes. And now scroll. There's something I want us to do. I want you to click on maximum. Change it from automatic to a number. A number. Then click put in 2000. 2000. Then minimum instead of automatic. Okay. Put in 0 as it is. Click on this drop down next to number. So you have these options, whether you want your data bus to be automatic or from a percentile or from a formula or a percent or a number or the lowest value. That is up to you. Okay, for our case, we want the minimum to be 0 while the maximum to be 1,000. Your minimum can be anything. It can be even 100, or you can be either plus or minus that. Okay. All right. Click on OK. Yeah. Then apply. Then OK. Now, if you compare these two, this column G and H, they do not look the same. They do not look the same. And if you adjust column where we are seeing 60, change 60 to 1900. Change 60 to 1900. Press enter. Yes. Okay. So that is what is happening. Because the rules are underlying, they will be adhered to by any cell within the range that you prescribed. Okay. All right. The other thing is, let's say you have sensitive data. I want you to highlight H4 to H21. Go to manage rules. Sorry about that. I think I need to take lunch. Edit rule. So just a moment. Let me clear these drawings of mine. Yes. Thank you. So under edit the rule description, you can still come to this side and choose to change the format style. Click on where you're seeing data bar, blah, blah, blah. Yes, so you can choose either 2 color scales, icon sets, etc. All right. So those are the options that you can do on this other end while you are editing. Now I want you to click on show bar only. Okay. So that is good. Then you can choose to change the fill that is under the bar appearance, which you can choose either to have a solid fill or a gradient fill. Then you can choose to change the color or even the border, etc. Okay. So if you don't like this new color, you can go to the available colors. Choose another color just for illustration. All right. Then you have this option for negative value and axis. Click on it. So under this negative value and axis, by default, anything that is negative, Excel has put it to, it will have a red fill, but you can choose to change it. Then, don't change anything. It's just good as it is, but you just need to know where you can go. Then you have axis settings, where you have automatic, cell midpoint, none. So if you had negative values, they would not be seen from the midpoint as you would have them. So you could not very easily compare. But if you want them to be from the midpoint, you can just click on the midpoint and you will be able to see how each cell compares one to another. Okay. Then I think that is it. Just click OK. All right. So Okay. Then apply. Then okay. All right. So right now we said show bar only, and that is what is happening. Our sets or our values have not gone anywhere. If you click on even right now, you're able to see we are active in this is H what? H1 and this is H4. It is still there. So if you are comparing salaries, maybe in a company, and you know this is sensitive data, you can show bar only and you'd be good to go. Click on any cell so that you can confirm any cell within that range. So you see in the formula bar, our data is still there. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. All right. So we can look at something else. We look at, now I want you to highlight column A. Sorry, column C. C, highlight C, C4 to C22. C4 to C21. Thank you. We look at icon sets. Icon sets will do the same thing that we're doing right now, but instead they will have other icons. They will have icons to show us what exactly is happening based on what we are looking at. So icon sets, we have 4 types. They are directional, they are shapes, they are indicators, then they are ratings. Okay. So when you see icons that are 3, that means your data is divided into 3. That is 100%. The whole data is 100%, but now it is divided into 3. When you see the icon sets are 4, for example, this one, this is why is it okay? For example, this one, that would mean your data compared to 100%, your data will be divided into 4 parts: 25, 50, 75 to 100. Then when you see you have 5, you've used 5 in the 5 icons. So your data will be divided into 5 parts. The first 20th percentile, the second 20th percentile, the third 20th percentile, fourth up to 5th. Okay, just 5 parts. 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100. Okay, so that is what you should know. Let us use directional. Choose directional. And yes, use the 5 arrows. Okay, so the first one, the red one, is under 20% of your data. And the list goes on. Okay, so the one that is on top, this great one, there's only one. That is 80% and above of the range that you have highlighted. But that is too much details. But only what you need to know is that if you have 5 indicators, your data will be divided into 5. If you have 3 indicators, 3. If you have 4 indicators, your data will be divided into 4. Now with this, when we'll be looking at sorting and filtering tomorrow, we'll be able to sort using these icon sets. Okay, like right now, you're able to tell the ones that are performing poorly have the arrow that is pointing down. All right, awesome. All right, so highlight D4. We'll use another icon sets. Go to conditional formatting. Then icon sets. You can choose now shapes. Choose one that you like. Move ahead. All right. So that is it. So the icon that is in green is the one that is on top, while red is the one that is bottom. Okay. So we can look at, let's go to Speedy Express 2. Now that on the other one, highlight all of it. Then we go to, we use what? What will we use? Use indicators. Indicators. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So the indicators, there are three. They divide your data into thirds. Okay. All right. So the one that is best has a tick, while the one that has an cross or an X is the one that is performing poorly. Okay. Yes. Now the last one, we will look at rating. Highlight G. G. Is a rating that you like. Yes. All right. So that is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. Okay. So you've seen how the different indicators work, right? Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. So we're done with that. I want us to look at formatting based on a formula. Okay. So let's say we are looking at we want to discover the country which has which the united package is above united package these are united package is above 300. Is it 300? Yes. Let's say above 500. We want to award any country that has above 500. We want to award them, and we want to know by conditional formatting which countries those are likely to be. So we want to highlight this. We want to highlight column B based on based on what we have on column G, the united package. So as I said earlier, you highlight the range that you are interested in formatting. So click on conditional formatting. Then under conditional formatting, click on new rule. Then click on use a formula to determine the cells to format. Now always the cell that is active, that is the one that you use as a reference. If you notice, the others are grayed out. Okay, where you begin highlighting, it is the active cell. So that is what you will use in terms of your formatting. So click on here, type in is equals to. This is B4 greater than. We said 500. Then format, click on format here. to choose a field. Choose a field that you like. Wow, red. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go on. Let's go on. Don't worry. Click OK. Then click OK. All of them have been highlighted. That's not supposed to be it. Okay, go back. I want to see the formula we used. Click on conditional formatting, manage rules. Edit rule. Oh, yes, yes. Supposed to be, what were we using? It's not B4. We were using package. Package is G. This is G4. G4 greater than, yes, G4. Remember, what we want to do is we want to highlight country based on the value under the United package. Okay, that's why everything has been highlighted. Click format. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that is more calm for me. Thank you. Okay, then okay, then apply, then okay. Yes. So countries where United package is above 500 are Austria, Brazil, France, Germany, Spain. You can confirm from this side. Okay. Here. Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. So let's look at something else. Any question before we go to managing rules, managing conflicting rules? Any question?
Yes, I do have a question, Boniface.
Yes.
When you are picking on the cell that when you are doing the formula, you picked on G4. So my question is, at what point did you pick on the city? Like I didn't see like us picking a cell range in terms of the city. So how did it automatically pick on the B column?
Okay. So what we did, remember what Mark did? Mark, we highlighted column B first, the range that you want to see the formatting on. Okay. Then based on that, we went to conditional formatting. Click on conditional formatting. We went to new rule.
New rules.
After clicking on new rule, we went to use a formula to determine. That's where I said what you're going to use is we make sure that we are aware of the active, the active cell. Okay. From our case here, we want to highlight or format based on the values that are on column G. So we put in a formula is equals to yeah,
okay, G4 greater than
G4 greater
500.
than 500.
Okay.
So remember I had asked you to read on it's called what? Relative referencing. Relative and absolute referencing. So everywhere Excel will look at G4. If it's greater than 500, it will highlight B4. To look at G5, If it is greater than 500, it will highlight B5, and the list goes on up to where we get to 126 for Switzerland. Since it's lower than 500, B21 will not be highlighted. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Cancel. Cancel? Yes. So there are times when you have rules and first of all, this will be our screenshot for the day. This will be our screenshot for the day. Yes, I'm expecting you to, what I will be looking at for today is this. I'll be looking entirely on you formatting based on United package. And I'll also want to see icon sets. I may not want to see you to see everything, but I'll want to see you formatting B4 to B21 based on United package and the icon sets that you like. Okay, and also I'll look at column H for show bars only, icon sets, and conditional formatting based on a formula. So that is what I'll be looking at today. Okay. So let's go on. We have a few minutes remaining. Now, when you have rules that are conflicting, what happens? What happens? Highlight what's it called? Highlight B4. B4 to B21. Conditional formatting. And we'll use text that contains on highlight cell rules. Text that contains A. Just A. Right lead fill. Light red fill. Wow. Okay. Yes. Okay. Notice we originally had a formula underneath that was telling us any cell that has any cell in column B where the United package is above 500, it has a blue fill. Now everything has just changed. So what happens? So for Excel, highlight B4 to B21, go to conditional formatting, manage rules. So you notice the same range is here, same range is here, B4 to B21. Okay, so what happens is Excel prefers the last rule that you've given to be adhered to. Okay, so precedence will be given to the last rule that has been given. So if you want you to change that, we only adhere to formula 2, click on formula this rule, click on it, just come anywhere here. Yes, then click on this arrow. Then click apply. And click OK. Okay. Yes. So for conflicting rules, the one that will be obeyed is the last rule that you've made. So you have that hierarchy of which rule do you want to be put to be adhered to. You can move it up and down. All right. Then after that, how do you clear rules? There are several ways of there are two ways of doing it. Highlight B4 to B21. Okay. All right. B4 to B21. Under conditional formatting, go to clear rules. Then clear rules from selected cells, and you're good to go. So you can clear rules from the selected cells or clear rules from the entire sheet. So we've done that. Click on undo, Control Z. The other option is under editing group on the home tab, editing, there is that rubber icon. Click on it, click on that drop down. You have clear all, clear formats, clear content. So clear formats. Yes. So those are the options. All right. So you've known with conditional formatting, you can discover patterns, you can do ranking, you can analyze, you're able to tell trends and what is going on based on the conditional formatting that you prescribed. Okay. I want to invite any question before we call it a session. So Mark, also make sure that you undo so that you can submit your screenshot for the day. Okay. Any question, guys? Okay, are we good? Maybe you can give me a thumbs up if you are good. No questions, it's scary. Yes, there's thumbs up. Nice, 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 nice. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nice one. Okay. Good, 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 good. So since all of you are okay, I'll leave it at that. I'm sharing the assignment for this week that you will look at. If you are in a group, you will look at it in a group. If you want to write solo, still fine as long as you're able to submit the assignment. So you'll be expecting it in a few minutes. All right. I have seen a hand up. Yes, Jonathan.
I was asking about the form that you are supposed to fill. I think that was yesterday.
Yes.
Whether it
No,
has been posted or not.
I didn't share it. Some
Okay.
people told me to pause. So I'm waiting up to midnight when our week one's assignment will be overdue. Then I'll share it to all those who will be good to go. Yes. Okay.
So under the assignments, when you are submitting the one for yesterday, we just submit one for yesterday and we call an assignment, so they become like two assignments standing.
No. Go to your classroom. Are you able to go to your classroom?
Yeah. So let
So
me just...
remember, assignments, there is a difference with assignment and attendance. So for like today, okay?
So like this one. I was
Like
asking
this one.
because yeah, because I wanted to turn in, that group work thing and I didn't get where to turn it in. So I just did this and said I'll
Okay.
ask you.
Okay. Group work. It's called what? The practical as group work that was assignment 1 to assignment 41, or the
Yeah.
week 1 assignment.
The week one assignment.
Okay, for the week one assignment, go back. I show you where to submit it. Go to classwork. Here at formulas, week one, formulas and functions. Yeah, I see you've already turned in. Click on view instructions. Yeah, you've turned in. Yeah, that's where you're supposed to turn in your week one assignment. Then go back to cohort 13. I wanted to show you where to submit your screenshot classwork. Like for you today, go down, go down, go down. So today is conditional formatting, which is due tomorrow, latest tomorrow. So click on view instructions, then add or create. This is the screenshot that I told you about. Add or create. It's a file.
I haven't taken the screenshot yet.
Oh, you've not taken. So that is where you come. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
So I'll share the recording in I think in an hour's time, before we conclude our group work for the rooms that are here. I'll share that recording after we are done with the group work. Right. So tomorrow we will come and look at sorting and filtering. Make sure you're looking at our textbook even as we continue. All right. Awesome. So thank you, Mark, for sharing your screen. I'll stop recording so that we can move to something else.